This is Monday Night Sport with Geoff and Luke. Coming up on the show tonight, you're going to hear what happened when we tried baseball in Hemel Hempstead at the Herts Baseball Club.
Oh, yes. We did a bit of everything, didn't we?
Bit of everything?
Bit of fielding, bit of pitching.
Bit of catching, yeah. Bit of running.
And then we ended with a bit of smacking.
The thing that, when you hear baseball used, all blokes especially, all they will think about is thwacking the ball.
And it is harder than it looks, that's what I'll say. And the other thing, it really hurts if you connect wrong.
Yep.
Oh.
Even when you connect right, it hurts a little bit as well.
It does, yeah. When you connect wrong, it really kills your hands, the vibration.
Yeah, it's like hitting the wrong golf shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just goes through you.
Great day, though, we had there.
Brilliant after evening. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
So you're going to hear about that. We're also going to speak to the MK touring car driver, James Nash, doing well in the World Championships, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So he's since the last time we spoke to him, there have been two competitions in Austria and Russia, so we'll kind of have a catch-up with James, looking ahead, I think, in less than 2 weeks' time to the next one, which, off the top of my head, is in Portugal. We'll
also speak to Wycombe Wanderers boss Gareth Fainsworth. He'll give his reaction to the Capital One Cup draw. We'll talk about all of that, plus all of the other local sports news that's been going on in the last week or so. He'll also talk about any player news as well.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Yeah, it's Monday night. It's BBC Three Counties Radio. There's only one thing that you can be listening to. It's Monday Night Sport with Geoff and Luke.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Three Counties Sports.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Right then, Herts Baseball Club was founded in 1996, and actually I'm a bit jealous because Luke Ashmead has a cap, an old school cap of theirs, which we'll talk more of a bit later on. We were given new caps.
Actually, where did I put that hat? I'm worried.
Which one? The old one?
Yeah.
That was retro, wasn't it?
Yeah. It must be in a brand
real good baseball, old baseball retro cap. That was from a while back, so he was given that the last time he was there. Well, we've been there recently. Basically, they were founded in 1996. Over the years, they've become one of the largest baseball organisations in the country. We paid the Hemel Baseball Club a visit recently during one of their training sessions at Grove Hill Ballpark.
Now, after being put through our paces, me and Geoff would have a batting competition to decide Geoff versus Luke. You'll be able to hear the outcome of that later in the programme. First, though, we got some tips on catching and throwing from Geoff Hare, or Coach Geoff, as we called him.
We're just going through some throwing routines at the moment. Tell us what we're doing.
Basically, we're just teaching the people to throw basic catch and throw. Getting to your mitt to move properly, getting your feet to move properly, and getting used to just throwing the ball into a mitt, basically. Yeah.
So Geoff is throwing to Luke. And how's Luke doing?
He's doing okay.
Is this a tricky concept of actually catching it? Because you're trying to allow the ball to come into the glove rather than we would be used to trying to catch a ball.
That's right. I mean, anyone who's not done it thinks it's dead easy because you've got a huge great bit of leather on your hand. But it's not as easy as it looks.
That was a low one from Ashmead down the far end. Although Luke is looking cool because he has his sunglasses on. He's got some sort of maroon pants on, American-style maroon pants, and looks the business down the end.
OK, basic fielding.
Basic fielding, here we go. Geoff. Coach Geoff, I'm calling him tonight. It's a lovely evening as well, eh, Luke?
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Perfect for baseball.
It is. OK, that's basic catching and throwing. Fielding is this. Your feet are just about shoulder width apart, nice and loose, nice and balanced, OK? You catch with this hand, the same as me, so this foot is slightly in front of this one, OK? You bend down. The important... Can I say botty?
No. You can say whatever you want, I call it.
We can use a bleep machine.
OK, basically, it's to get your bum down as low as you can. So instead of stooping like this with your knees straight, you bend your knees and you get your bum down.
So you're bending down and getting your bottom down.
That's right. Yeah, you're getting it down. What happens is the biggest fault of errors is when you don't stretch and the ball goes like that when it's hit hard. It just goes under your mitt. So you want to stop that. So you've got to get low, put your mitt on the ground and you just let it roll into your mitt. Okay? Your meat hand then comes down, call it an alligator hand, comes up, you bring it up, and you throw. Yeah. Strike.
Your meat hand goes down.
Alligator.
We're loving the terminology.
Alligator styling.
Let's watch Ashmead with the alligator.
Okay, slow roll, see if you can go.
Let's go. Oh, it bounced.
Come up and throw it as quick as you can back at me. Okay.
Whee!
Don't forget, the runner is now running from home to first, so you've got to sort of try and beat him to first base.
So we've now got to do this quick. This is getting good. The balls are rolling slow. It's getting his bottom down very nice.
That's good, yeah? Let him go, yeah, is he?
You move it. Oh, nice move. Nice use of the feet down the end, Luke. Oh, he's just let one slip. Oh, the throws ball. He was getting excited because he was doing quite well to begin with. You can tell I'm a commentator, can't you?
Totally.
And I'm like this when I do any sport at home with my kids or whatever I'm doing. Yeah. I'm like this, and it absolutely drives everybody mad.
The wife springing in the tea. Oh, nice delivery.
What has she done? Yeah, it does. It drives them potty. Anyway, so Herts have a number of teams with a variety of ages involved with the sport locally. The Herts Falcons are the NBL team, though, and Robbie Unsall is one of the first team players. We asked him how the season had gone so far.
So far, we've had a pretty good season, actually. We started off a bit slow. But recently we've swept the top two teams, which has put us at a tie at the top of the table. So we're pretty happy with how we're doing right now. Some things are starting to come together, even though we've had a couple of key injuries. But I'd say we're really happy with the performance so far this year, specifically our pitching and defense, which seemed to be the reason we lost in the finals last year. Yeah.
How is the standard of play over here and who you play against?
It kind of depends on which teams you play. But I would say there's a wide variety. At the best level, you have guys that could easily play Division II college baseball in the States. But at the lower level, you have guys that might have only been playing for a couple of years. Yeah. So it's more like a wide variety than anything. So it's kind of tough to say, like, to give an overall level of the entire league, if that makes any sense.
You're American, right? So how long have you been here?
I've been here 5 years now. Going to veterinary school, and so I'm actually leaving after this year as my last year.
It's interesting because as an American, you're almost one of the pioneers for baseball in this country. That must be quite cool to pass on your knowledge and experience and of the game and bring it to the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I learned there was baseball in this country, I kind of thought that I would be more of a pioneer, but actually once I got involved, I realized that there was actually a pretty good foundation of baseball to begin with, and I was actually really impressed with kind of the infrastructure of the league and stuff. So yeah,
the setup in Hertfordshire is superb, isn't it? With all the little league teams and all the variety of community teams as well.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to get any sort of sport to flourish, is start at the younger levels and get the younger guys involved. And Herts is certainly doing that. And I think there's a couple other clubs that are kind of on the same level as Herts, the London Mets, Southampton as well, that are kind of involved in doing that, and kind of having baseball as develop in the country is a pretty good thing.
So we're at this training session tonight, learning the skills. I mean, there are how many guys here tonight? 30, and of them, some of them are sort of 12, 13, others range up to sort of 30, 40. I mean, are some of them first teamers, are some of them youth players? How does it work?
It's a mix of everybody.
And everyone plays together?
Yes, at least for practicing we do. Yeah. And it kind of works out because you have guys from the first team that can kind of coach the younger guys, and also with the guys that are just starting to play, even though they might be older. Some of these guys it's the first time they've ever come out and thrown a baseball in their entire life. So it's a very wide range of guys, but it's good to have both.
We are going to be having a go at swinging the bat, aren't we? So basically we've done the fielding, we've done the throw-in. We were okay at both, actually.
But the next is the batting.
Yeah. Tips, technique.
I mean, I guess you're familiar with cricket.
Yeah.
It's not
familiar with it.
It's not like cricket at all. No.
Yeah, thanks for that. So is it hit as hard as you can, or just make contact?
To start out, just make contact. Okay. But after you make some contact, start swinging as hard as you can. That makes it fun.
Right, Luke, let's get it on.
Bingo bango. We'll maybe explain bingo bango later on, although I don't think we got an answer about it. We'll find out later who won Geoff versus Luke baseball batting.
On FM, AM, online and digital radio.
This is Three Counties Sport.
On BBC Three Counties Radio.
Yes, it's Monday Night Sports with Geoff and Luke. Now then, more from our visit to Herts Baseball Club in Hemel. We had a great evening when we went down there. Well, the best thing about it was they made us feel really welcome, didn't they? It was great. It was a really nice club. And what I liked about it was the fact that the juniors were mixed in with the seniors, all playing together, all practicing together, all training together, and then eventually they do split off. But it was just quite nice that they all were in it together. It's quite a nice touch, really.
And we did get the weather, didn't we? Yeah, we were very, very lucky.
Absolutely lovely evening. Earlier in the programme, we were coached in catching and throwing, but in preparation for our batting contest, Phil Clark put us through our paces.
You guys have played rounders before?
Bit rounders. Long time ago.
Not a problem. Same thing, just bigger stick made of metal.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you guys hit right hand or left hand?
Right.
Right? Okay, I'm lefty, so this will be interesting. Basically, the mechanics are very simple. Cricket, you come up, you sit there back foot, lead in.
Yeah.
baseball, your hands are up, bat sort of like this, elbows down, and it's all about transfer of weight. Just a little step forward, swing through.
Yeah.
And don't overcomplicate it. Just try and hit the ball.
Yeah.
Very simple here. I'll give you guys a couple soft toss. Jeff, start you off your right, so that means you'll stand over here, just like this. Just sort of go through them. I want to give you a chance before I put you in front of a live pitch. There you go. There you go. That's right. There. Move your feet a little bit, but otherwise you're doing good. Oi. Little inside, that's all. You sort of want to keep your weight balanced on the back, and it's all about the transfer coming forward.
Transfer, right, okay.
So a little step forward, don't have to move your back foot much.
Nice.
There you go, you're right. There you go.
Well, that's not bad. Connection with, 9 out of those, I think it was.
I was going to say, you got 2, you got about 9 there, you hit every single one of them, so a couple of them bad on my part, but hey, let's swap up. Let's give Luke a shot at you now.
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Oh, you don't have to stand too far. Come a little bit closer. There you go.
Come on,
just
Luke.
like that.
Let's see what he's got then.
Bat up. There you go, like that. Here we go. There you go. Nice. Line drive. And again.
Yes, nice technique.
Keep that going. Oh, he's going in the cricket stance to start looking, and he's waiting for it. Little silly mid off. We don't have that position here. We have to hit in front, not behind. There you go. Oh. Say, not so far back. Just, yep, there you go. Just like that. Just comfortable like that.
Aspie, right, it's come down to it. We've done a bit of practice, we've swung the bat a few times, Jeff's out there, he's ready to go. What are the rules of Geoff versus Luke at Herts Baseball Club?
We're gonna go for a batting contest. We're gonna judge it on the basis of distance, 10 swings each player, and then we have people out there in the outfield to measure the distance on basically the best hit ball from each
10.
player from 10 swings each.
Right,
basically, if you swing, even if you miss, that counts for 1 swing.
Yes, right. I don't know why I said that. So.
In a minute, we're going to find out the outcome
of
Geoff versus Luke in the batting. It's tense. We were talking earlier about doing sport and getting involved. Get in touch with us if you want us to come and see your club or see you and see what you do. Rafting. Do I hear that there could be some rafting going on soon?
Well, let me tell you about the rafting. The rafting could happen, but there will be no Geoff versus Luke. And let me tell you why. Because I've done it.
So it doesn't matter.
I don't want to do it again.
Why?
Because it scared me.
Oh, come on.
No. I'm not that. I'm not hugely comfortable in the water.
Right.
I'm not hugely comfortable in the water. I mean, I did it because it was pre-Olympics and it was the Olympic course, and I got to go down the Olympic course at Lee Valley Whitewater Centre in a raft.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, speak to our very own, BBC Three Counties Radio's very own Jenna Benson. She did exactly the same, and you're grouped with 6 or 7 other people. I think it's about 6 or 8 people to a raft, and you've got the instructor who's calling out all the you get brilliantly trained within a short period of time to make sure that you can go down and do it. Hers tipped over. And mine didn't tip over. We had a forced tip near the bottom where it was a bit calmer. Hers tipped over, and the bloke next to her, who was about 15 stone, landed on top of her in the water. So I've got the recording somewhere. I might fish it out. All you can hear is her kind of talking, and the guy giving all the orders talking, and then all you hear is this. It's a great piece of radio. So I'm not sure I want to do that again.
All right,
but I'll commentate on you doing it.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Is that all right?
I'd love to do that. And also going back to the cycle ride around the 3 counties.
Yeah,
we'll probably be mic'd up as well doing that, won't we? When we're doing some of it,
mic'd. There'll be helmet cams.
It's going to be across the whole day.
Across the whole day.
Well, the whole 2 days.
The whole 2 days. Yes, we're preparing now, aren't we? As we speak,
sorting the route out, where we're going to be, what we're going to do, where we're going to, everything.
So
how we're going to recover, that type of thing.
Yes, we will need to.
Anyway,
practice had finished.
Yes,
this is Herts Baseball Club, who hosted us brilliantly. Love them all. It's Geoff versus Luke. Time for Geoff versus Luke. Geoff first, and we pick up the action. 3 balls in.
He's got 7 to go.
So he's got 7 to go, and he hasn't hit it past the net. That's decent.
We're counting the distance of the place where it bounces.
Yep. Okay.
So I would say that's around 95 feet.
Okay, 95 feet. That's high in the air.
Okay, it's a pop-up in the infield, straight on the pitcher's mound. That's 60 feet, exactly.
So he's got 2 left. 2 left. Whoa, heads up.
Foul ball.
That's number 9. This is it. This is his last chance. Oh,
and it's another ground ball, so 95 feet.
That 95-foot yellow one over there, Geoff, was the best. Talk us through it. Talk us about your performance. I can tell you're disappointed.
Couldn't get it off the ground.
Yeah. And what is it? The speed of the ball, or just anticipation? What is
When
it?
they're too high, you just can't hit them. I was just trying to hit every ball, and I should have left loads. Leave them if you can't. If you don't think you can hit it, leave them. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Right, Luke's up now. He just needs one big one, really. Although only when his 10 come in. Practice. Oh, he said he's capped the wrong way round. He's gone goofy. That's a good shot.
Oh, that's a good hit.
It's a good one. That was a little bit of a...
it doesn't count. It's not live yet. This is just warm up.
Hey! Couple more.
There you go. Oh!
That's a good one.
Oh!
That's a good one. It doesn't count.
Luke is worried.
Doesn't count.
Save some energy for later.
He's got to do that in the main one.
Right, shall we...
You ready to
He's
start?
ready. Right, this is it.
Oh,
The
yeah,
10.
He's had 2 shots. He's going to do it. Lucky third.
That's one down.
The mediator of the group.
That's one down. He's getting taunted in the outfield.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Oh, the pain, the agony.
110.
That's done it, I think.
That's
about equal, I think.
Actually, 120.
Oh, he's going for further. He's got it.
That's a good one.
How far can he better it? That's the
Geoff,
question.
what are you throwing him slower for, Geoff?
Oh.
That's a good one.
Not as far as the rest, though. Oh.
Done me.
Swing, swing.
He's done me in the batting.
I think the winner is Luke on that one. I would say 130.
Thank you.
130 feet. But Geoff, I think you did well.
Thank you very much, Luke.
I think
well done.
You did me there in the batting.
I think,
Hands down.
if I'm brutally honest with you, I thought you pitched and fielded far better than me, so I had to maybe do something right today.
It's annoying, isn't it? Should have done it overall.
Final thoughts on our batting, so 10 each.
10 each. I would
With
say
a little bit of practice.
a little bit of practice, you both did well. You know, some things we can work on, but I think at the end of the day, you guys can come down, you can play for the Eagles, something like that, they'll take you on. You know? It's true. It's true. Hey, look, you hit line shots, you hit the gaps. That's all we ask from our batters. Turn around, score runs. Happy days. Well done, boys.
Just a brilliant afternoon. If you want more information on the Falcons or any of the teams at Herts Baseball Club, and there are loads of them, I have to say, the website, all the W's, heartsbaseball.com. Another one for me. Geoff versus Luke. That's Ultimate Frisbee. Geoff versus Luke. Victory for me. What was the last one?
Well, I won the... What did I win? I won
won anything.
Why do you forget about the golf?
Okay, you won the golf. So that's what
You just erased that from your memory.
And baseball, I've taken.
So
baseball.
you're 2-1 up?
Yeah, 2-1 up.
2-1 up.
I'm sure there was a fourth one, but maybe.
But you won fair and square with that. You were hitting the ball well.
130 foot, played 95 foot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although it's a bit annoying because...
You were really disappointed with yourself, weren't you?
I was annoyed, but I was... The pitching and the catching... Why did we not just do it overall?
Yeah, you were slightly
because
better
I was
at that,
throwing it.
You had a better throw.
I've got a better
maybe
throw.
What it is that, how much do you weigh?
I don't know. I don't know that question.
This conversation, right, to be continued on another day. He is the only human being I've ever met in my life, right, who has never weighed himself. No, I'm not joking. He's never weighed himself. He doesn't know how much he weighs.
Is that unusual?
That's slightly weird.
Why is that?
Well,
I don't care.
Yeah, but haven't you ever done a medical or anything?
I don't really go. I don't go to the doctors. I don't have.
You're a freak. You are a freak, and you can. Well, this to be continued. Anyway, I think maybe because I've got a few more pounds on you, just a few more pounds. Maybe that extra. Or maybe it was the fact that my technique was just far better than yours.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you were catching it nicely. There was. I mean, you'd beaten me by about the second shot. I was really annoyed.
Yeah,
really annoyed. You could just tell with that.
It was a great day. Once again, thanks to everyone at Herts Baseball Club. We'll be following their scores for the rest of this season.